senior advocate of Nigeria, ﷺ, Mike Ozekhome, says people will start calling for Southern Nigerian Army, Southern Nigeria Navy, Western Nigeria Air Force, Eastern Nigeria Tax Authority, Midwest Maritime Authority if the Nigeria Bar Association is allowed to disintegrate. Following the controversy that trailed the withdrawal of invitation to Nasir Rufai, governor of Kaduna State, as a speaker at the NBA conference, some aggrieved lawyers indicated interest to leave the association, which they accused of bias. They later announced that they had floated the new Nigerian Bar Association (NMBA). However, speaking at the virtual annual general meeting of the NBA on Friday, Ozekhome said most members of the bar will resist any attempts to form a parallel association. He said people are trying to knock the head of NBA members against each other by introducing religious and ethnic connotations to a mere innocuous disinvitation of my very good friend, Malam Nasir El-Rufai. For those trying to form an alternative bar, please let me use this oxymoron. Ozekhome has come again. Oh. Let me use this oxymoron. Make haste slowly. Don't go that way, he said. When the tongue and the teeth disagree inside the same buccal cavity, with the teeth biting the tongue, they sooner than later settle because they need each other for the tongue to help to speak up and for teeth to help to masticate the food that the tongue itself will enjoy. So drop all these issues of trying to form an alternative bar. Whether you call it new MBA or progressive MBA, it is not going to work. The progressive forces in this country within the bar, the elders of the bar, most members of not all, senior advocates of Nigeria who know where we are coming from will resist it. He said if the faction is formed by aggrieved northerners, soon lawyers from the south, east, and west would also want to create their own faction of the bar. The reason is that when you begin to create a different bar, let's say, for example, Northern Bar or New Bar, the people very soon are going to start calling for Southern Nigeria Army, Southern Nigeria Navy, Western Nigeria Air Force, Eastern Nigeria Tax Authority, Midwest Maritime Authority, he said. We will begin to hear of Southern Nigeria NNPC, Central Bank. Where are we heading to? That is nothing but balkanization of Nigeria. God forbid Afghanistan, God forbid USSR, God forbid Sudan, God forbid Ethiopia, God forbid India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. God forbid another Nigeria Biafra pogrom. A word is enough for the wise. That is what we've been talking about. Because now they said, oh, they've written to Malami. And you know that this man has come out to say, Professor Sage has said, Malami does not have the right to even approve that in the first place. And if that happens, definitely it is just a way of, all those who have been agitating, they will just go by that, because those new Nigeria Bar Association, according to what they are naming themselves, that they have the constitution to do that. It is constitutional. They were quoting some section of law. Well, good and fine. If you create it, other people will still come and create it, and they will quote that law. So then what happens? Because of you feel otherwise, you are very free to feel the way you feel, but you have to amend it. You have to adjust it. So does it mean something of this nature, or even worse things have not happened even in the NBA before now? Let us even ask that pertinent question. Does it mean that worst case or worst scenario had not happened before this invitation of El-Rufai from that program? Then why is it that we've not heard about this and that? These are the people who will be preaching one Nigeria, preaching one thing. If there's any problem, face it head on and adjust and do whatever. Like we said, you feel the way you feel. It is your right to do that. Nobody is even condemning that. That one is even debatable, that has been on ground. But now they've changed the music again by forming another association. Mark my words, somebody saying here, Nigeria will not disintegrate even if NBA splits into 5. Somebody say, okay, what do you know? Nigeria must divide. Stop playing the ostrich. You are one of the members of the elite encouraging the descendants rotting society being operated. It comes to a big money being paid by corrupt elites to defend them. You don't see any evil. Okay? There is no abracadabra you have not enacted to defend peace, Jonathan. Is it peace or patience, Jonathan, and other corrupt elements? You now see disintegration in Nigeria with members of NBA forming a faction. You so-called elites plant the seed. Corrupt, wicked, selfish, and visionless. You are shedding crocodile tears. You know, one thing people don't understand is that for the fact that some people uh have been alleged to be corrupt, so that means it's a cast in concrete. They should be bind to the Philistine. Even an armed robber that everybody knows that, oh, this man did it, they will not just throw the man into jail. They will not just pronounce judgment on that whatever, whether armed robber or whatever, that everybody saw that they did. This man was carrying gun and he was shooting. Maybe at some point he was captured. Everybody saw him, even in video. Even if you have opportunity to video the event, they cannot just say, okay, because of that, because people witnessed that, they will just throw the man into prison. He will have fair hearing. They must have lawyer for him to defend him. And believe you me, if the lawyer is good, the man will be vindicated before our very eyes, because the way layman interprets all these things different from the way the judge will interpret. And that's why you see most of the time people will not be saying, oh, why would the judge do like that? And they will tell you it is what has been presented before the judge. That is what the judge is drawing his conclusion from. So what are we talking about? So for the fact that you feel that these people are corrupt, then they should not have lawyers. Somebody must defend them. Somebody must defend it. That is what some people do not even know. And those people who are always coming out to say, oh, government this, government that, oh, we are the ones who know God more than any other person. Don't forget that God recognizes government too. Even you that you call yourself a child of God or whatever, you are a man of God. It is God that will decide whether you are even right before him. So we should just understand all of this. No matter how corrupt somebody you perceive the person will still have a lawyer that will go there and defend him or her. So for the fact that because he's been defending the people who have been accused of corruption, so he should not say anything. I think this person is getting it twisted. But back to what we are saying, that is just the truth of the matter. If they succeed in this thing, then forget it. It is an opportunity for everybody. Of course, Biafra is just there for everybody. You know, it will help them. It will help them. So that is what we are talking about. What are they waiting for? Let the disintegration start, please. So guys, let's hear your opinion concerning what Mike Ozekhome has said